Hey YouTube land, it's your girl Shant Holly 89. Excuse the hot mess, that is me. My eyes, it looks like I've been drinking, but I have horrible allergies. And with cold and flu season, it's not been a good season for me. But tonight I wanted to do something a little different. Not really. I am going to rant. And this rant is about the WWE Women's Division and how far it has fallen. I was inspired to do this video because of the third inductee in the WWE Hall of Fame, Trish Stratus. She is a seven-time women's champion, and she is one of the divas that really set the bar high. And so far, no other diva from today, no other divas of today have reached that bar. I mean, she set it high, but it can still be reachable. I mean, I'm not saying that we need another Trish Stratus or Lita, for example. We need another Lita. We need another Chyna. We need another Jazz. We need another Molly Holly or Ivory or Victoria. No, those women, what they did for the women's division, can never be duplicated. But there's still hope for the Divas division to get to some sort of almost there, but not quite. I'm not saying like, oh, I want it to be just like it was in the Attitude Era. No, it's never going to be like that. Yeah, it just isn't. It's never going to be like that. But, they can try and at least bring some prestige to the Divas belt. Okay, so here are my problems with the division as it is now. The matches are really short. None of the girls seem to have a personality other than AJ and Caitlyn. But with AJ, more on her later. But yeah, those two girls that I just named seem to have a personality, but the rest of them just don't. They just are there to get. It feels like that they're just there to get paid, and that's it. They're just there to get paid. That's basically all it is. And I know the WWE, some of the fans give the divas the stigma of, oh, they're just models, and no. Trish Stratus was a model. She was a fitness model, and look at how her career, panned out. So please, I don't want to hear it. If you put in the work and you have an interesting character, you get over with the fans, you may not get to a Trish Stratus level, but you can really have a successful career in the WWE. I'm not expecting, it's going to be like Trish, Lita, and Chyna, all the women that I've named. No. But you can at least try. And damn what the people up at the upper echelon of the WWE have to say. You go out there and put on a show, and wrestle. You may not be the greatest wrestler, but if you have an interesting character and an interesting personality, you can really amount to something in the WWE. And that's what the divas of today lack. Personality. I find myself not caring. Like, I swear, I'm like, when is AJ gonna come out with her crazy? Seriously, I just find myself not caring. Eve had so much promise, but she left, and I'm pissed. Eve could have really, pretty much, after Beth Phoenix left, you know, and Kelly left. I was not a Kelly fan, but she did get over with the fans, and she, she served her purpose, being the nice girl, Barbie basically. So she did get over with the fans, but I was not a fan of hers. She didn't really have an interesting character. She was just Barbie, and this is coming from someone who collects Barbies. I'm like, I swear, my dolls that I collect, they don't even speak, and they have more personality than Kelly has on the mic. So yeah. Yeah. But, you have an interesting personality. You can really make something of yourself in the WWE, and that's what they had with AJ, but now I'm just like, oh my gosh. It's like you had lightning in the bottle and you just fucked it up. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about AJ. Okay. AJ is the one diva that I'm looking at and I'm like, this girl could really bring some prestige to the Divas title. No disrespect to the women who have held that title before her, but getting rid of the women's title was a huge mistake on the WWE's fault. Retiring that belt was a huge mistake because the prestige is gone from it. And and Melina, there were great wrestlers who great divas who have held the belt. There's Melina and Mickey and Michelle McCool. Who had the title. Layla had it. Who else? I think Beth had it. Natalia had it. So there were great women wrestlers divas who have had the belt. But there's just no prestige to it because, especially now that those women that I've named, other than Natalia, are gone. So there's nobody to really bring some prestige to this belt. Like, there's nobody who really makes me, and as a woman, I'm like, I'm all for girl power. I'm all for like, yeah, yes, I watch wrestling just so I can look at John Cena's abs because he is hot. I am a Cena fan. Oh, but more on him at another time. But it's just no personality. I find myself not giving a shit. It's basically a piss break. I'm like, oh, time to go pee. Basically that's what their matches are. They're piss breaks. Okay, another thing they need to work on is just, so I said personality. Personality matches need to be longer than like 5 minutes. Oh, also being allowed to take hard, bumps, showing people what they can do. Because I think Michelle McCool said this. She said she had a match with Melina, and she had a match with Victoria, and the people in the back were none too happy with the way they were wrestling, which was good. And they were like, no, we can't have that. You can't be good. You're taking these bumps. They were taking bumps that the men weren't even taking. Basically, saying, you're taking bumps that the men are taking. You're just basically saying that they're just women. And Chris Jericho, I think she said Chris Jericho, said, well, the men need to take notes. And he didn't have to say that because he was like, he's a huge star in the WWE, and he didn't have to say that, but he did, and that was awesome. That's why I love Y2J, because I'm like, he's just awesome. He's like, well, maybe the men need to step up, and I agree, but it is what it is. I think what the Divas should do is go out there and put on a great match. To hell with what they think about it in the back. I mean, yeah, you may get fired, but hell, at least you'll go out in a blaze of glory. I mean, if it's gonna be your last day, at least you'll go out in a blaze of glory. I think that the divas should really, you know, do what they gotta do, and to hell with what the people in the back have to say. Because if they keep going the way they're going, it's not going to be there's not going to be a divas division at all. And oh well, it is what it is. So keep going the way they're going, there will no longer be a divas division. And that is really sad, because all the hard work that those women in the past, it's because of them that they even have a divas division. I think is, for it to be all gone, for it to not even exist, would be a sad thing. Also, back to AJ. The thing that I liked about AJ when she came, when she was on, I liked her on NXT because she's beautiful, but she doesn't have, she's not overly done. She didn't look like a bimbo. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, you like Trish Stratus? Like I said, not at first, because she looked like a bimbo. But as time went on, you started to like her character and to get invested in it. But with AJ, she didn't have the diva look. Basically, she didn't look like a skank. She looked like a real woman. And she said she liked to play video games, which I do. And she, I loved her shoes, her Converse. Oh my gosh, I love Converse. I loved her look. And that was, I was like, wow, this girl's got an interesting look. Also, I liked Caitlin's look because while she was muscular, she had that little, that rocker kind of edge. And I'm like, ooh, if they really get into her, like develop her character, that would be interesting. And also, I liked Naomi. Naomi was awesome. I cannot wait. She's with Brodus Clay. She's one of the Funkadactyls, but man, if she gets in the ring, I cannot wait to see what she can do, because she had an interest. She had a cool look to her as well. But AJ, what I was like, wow, this girl she's interesting. She's an interesting look about her. She's not dressed like she came from Victoria, like all her her in-ring gear is from Victoria's Secret. She actually dressed in a cute style, like she got skull and crossbones. It was really cute. But AJ, when she started to, what really focused my attention on her was when she went crazy. And it was interesting because you have this girl who was emotionally abused, dumped on national television, emotionally abused by her boyfriend. I'd go crazy too, because Daniel Bryan treated her like shit. And I would go crazy too. So then she started going with liking CM Punk, then she liked Kane, then she liked Cena, and then it went downhill when she became general manager. That to me was like, I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl. Oh, wow. But yeah, I'm going to end it here, and I'm going to do a part 2. So more on my WWE Divas Division rant. Stay tuned for part 2. Toodles.